Alright guys, Criminal here, back to another MK1 video. In this one I'm gonna be covering the man himself, Reptile. This is by far the best appearance of Reptile ever. For sure, he is fantastic in this game, both in character and in gameplay, so yeah, let's get right into it. First up is this one. Really good string, not special cancelable though. Safe all around, the standing one is +2 on block in 7 frames and startups, pretty good. That first punch is 0 and the final kick is -7, so pretty much unpunishable. He has this poke, your standard poke. Next up he has this one, a launcher, a great string. Can go into combos easily. He also has this extension of it, this low. Both of which are unsafe. The standing 2 is 0, but the launcher is -13 I believe, -14, and the low is -10, with almost no pushback, so both are unsafe. He has this overhead, back 2. It's -13 on block, and he has this. If you hold the back 2, he gets this launcher. -3 with a shit ton of pushback, but the regular version is unsafe on block, it's -13. But it's his only overhead, and it's also not specially cancelable. So that's not a very good button, I wouldn't go for it if I were you. Like, it's unsafe and it doesn't lead to combos. But it's his only overhead, it's his only overhead in the kit, like. The only first attack that is an overhead with this character. The charged version, I think it's pretty much impossible to combo into. Maybe in the corner, like with a cameo, you can do something. Let me just try to see if I can get something. It is possible though, but the launcher loses its properties, so it launches lower, so it's not very useful regardless. It could be pretty good to catch people off guard or just to the set play, because this thing is very safe on block. And if you do get it, you can get some pretty decent damage. It takes a while to recover though, so that's something. But when you do get it, you can get some pretty decent damage. I mean, that's not bad, 29. That's something good about Reptile, he doesn't need meter for his combos at all. And next up is this one. 4-2-1-1. The 4-2 itself is 12 frames on startup and -4, so pretty good. This second claw attack is -6, and the finisher is -7, with some pretty good pushback, so completely safe. He also has other 2 extensions for it, just like this one. He has the same extensions for this, so he has this launcher. But standing 2 does less damage than 4-2, so 4-2-3 is better than this one. But this one is of course faster. He also has this one, the slow again. So yeah, pretty good button. I mean, if you get it, you get some pretty good damage. He has the standing 3. Really good range. Launches your enemy away. Only -7, but it's not special cancelable unfortunately. But a pretty good button nonetheless. You can catch people off guard with it for sure, because it does some pretty good damage. And it's, if you wanna gain some distance and zone them out, this is also an option. He has this back 3. Very good button, is a low starter. The low itself is safe, -6. This one is -7. And also has this finisher, another low, this slide. The classic Reptile slide. This is special cancelable, so even though it's very unsafe, it's -23. You can special cancel it to, let's say, this amplified version, it's -5. So yeah, now we're completely safe. This is pretty good, you can start combos off of this. And the damage you can get is pretty good as well, so yeah, a very good string, one of his best for sure. It also has some pretty good range in the first attack, so you can like back up and then do it. And you can catch some people off guard with it. I've been caught off guard by this thing. Next up we have this one, back 3-1-1. Just like with this one, same extension. The back 3 itself is -6, and the bottoms, these bottoms are the same thing exactly. This is not comboable again. But back 3, you can't special cancel this part. And the back 3 itself is very good for combos. Back 3 also has another extension. You have back 3-2 that does this. This crumbles to the ground. You can only special cancel it to this move, but it's a very good finisher, so something like this. And this also restands anytime, so you can finish combos with this easily. Again, pretty good damage. Yeah, his damage is fairly solid because of acid ball, he doesn't even need meter to combo. Next up we have this poke. Standard down 3, not that good. Your standard. His down 4 though is fantastic because it's safe on block and it has some pretty good range. And it's also useful in combos because it doesn't drop it into the ground right away. In the corner I could do something like this, let's see. So yeah, it can have its uses, it's a pretty good poke overall. He also has his standing 4, pretty good button, very useful in combos. Here's his sweep, pretty good sweep, very good range, only -7. So that's it for this. He only has 2 air combos, so he doesn't have many of them, but both of them are very good. Here's this one, 1-2, that's really good damage. Really good damage for an air combo. It does like 100 by itself, and you can special cancel this. And he also has this one, the ground bounce. Very good combo finisher when comboed with this move, because it gives you the ability to combo into it regardless of the time, and he also has the universal kick. So yeah, and he also has a very cool back throw. Yeah, special moves. He has acid spit, this one. It stuns them for a very long time. And the amplifier I'm pretty sure stuns for even longer. No, it does more damage just, but this thing is very unsafe on block. It has some really good jib though. And you can also combo into this and get some really good damage in the corner. Mid-screen is also possible, but not as good. But with someone like Jax, you can do some pretty good stuff. Oh sorry, dropped it. I dropped it, but it does around 40 and it's all meterless, so it's pretty good. He has this dash, very fast, recovers almost instantly, so you can use it as a movement option. And it also, it activates this animation if it hits. The amplifier version is completely safe on block and does some pretty good shoot. Yeah, pretty good move, much more of a movement option, really. Like you can close full screen with this instantly, so yeah, it's very good. Next up he has his force balls, his main combo tool, main zoning tool, very good special. Here's the normal version, slow version, and far version. And the fast version, sorry. If you get the far version, you can actually get, just like with Shang Tsung, you can get like pretty much a juggle with this thing. Yeah, you can only combo 2 of these in the same combo, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can only get 2 of these in the same combo, but if you use the amplified, you can get as many as you like. The amplified version is basically the same thing, but I think it does more damage. Let me check for a second. This one does 40, this one does 70, I think. Yeah, 70, so pretty good. And it also doesn't clash with this, so you can get multiple of those. So if you need to spend the meter at the end to just confirm a kill, you can use it, like with something like this. There we go. So yeah, you can add a little bit of damage, not very useful honestly. But you can use it just to confirm off of projectiles, because you can just use more of them. So of course it has its uses. But mainly you just use the regular version. He has the death roll, this one. Very good range, hits low. Very good combo finisher as well after this move. It's the only special he has that can cancel after this string. And the amplifier version is also armored. Very unsafe though, how much is the amplifier? -23, -30. Yeah, pretty bad. But a fairly decent armor wake up because it's low. Armor wake ups that hit low or overhead are fairly useful. He has invincibility, you can go invisible. When you do... Yeah, you're invisible. Amplifier version does the same thing, I'm fairly sure. Let's see if it describes what it does. I don't think there's much of a difference. Perhaps it's armored? Let me just check. Maybe if I put Kenshi on Get up mode. If you get hit though, it runs out, so if you want to set this up, you would have to set it up at the end of combos, like, let's say something like this. I'm not sure what the Amplify version does, to be honest, like, oh, I think I might have an idea what it does, honestly. Let me just check. No, it's not special cancelable, it is. Yeah, I don't see a difference, I don't know what the difference is. So regardless, if you want to set up invisibility, you have to do it at the end of combos, let's say like this. And you can't get hit. If you get hit, you lose the invincibility. But when you do go invisible, you can just get a free combo, and I mean, they will panic and armored move most of the time. And finally, he has this one, Falling Fangs. He has a close version as well. And he has an amplifier that just does more damage. So yeah, Reptile is fairly solid, he has tools for pretty much everything. I mean, mix up is pretty good because he has this low starter that is pretty good, he has this overhead that you have to keep in mind, but it's not very good in my opinion. If you use it, you'll want to fully charge it. Really, he also has this invincibility. The best way to set this up with the force be with some sort of a cameo, maybe a freeze type, let's say Sub-Zero. But yeah, regardless, if you want to see combos for him, I mean, combos is very good. Because it doesn't need his meter, so you can save it for other things. Now, I'm not sure what he uses his meter for, to be very honest. Like, you can use it maybe on this one to just get more damage at the end of combos, or for his armored wake up, or for this one if I understood what it does. I don't understand what it does, honestly. I don't see any difference between the amplified and the normal one. So, yeah. Regardless, if you want to just combos, you don't need meter again, it's just the force ball. You can get any launcher of sorts. If you can start with this or with this, you can go into the launcher and just get stuff like this. There we go. That's 37 meterless, that's very good. That is very good damage. Like, that's almost Kenshi Sento level damage, that's very good damage. Now, if you get a low starter, you can use the force balls to launch and then go into the launch string like this. The damage is not as good, that's for sure, but you can still get some pretty decent damage. Yeah, so that's basically it for Reptile. When it comes to mix-up set play, you can play the mid to far range with the force balls, because this is not a projectile you want to trade it, because if you get hit, you get hit. Oh. If you get hit even full screen, like you can cancel into the dash and confirm into a combo. If you're quick enough, of course. The Amplified recovers quicker, so Amplified it could be a very good option. Yeah, it's a 5 frame, so you can do something like this. I mean, let's say if this, you can definitely confirm with a there we go, yeah. So it's a very good projectile. People will not want to trade with you. And if you want to play the close range, like you have this thing, very good. You have this button that goes very fast. In general though, if you can, you want to set up the invisibility, but you can't allow yourself to get hit when you're invisible. Like, that's why you need the correct cameo for this. I chose Jack simply because I feel like it's good for combos with pretty much everybody that launches you in the air, but I think the ideal cameo for him would be someone that stunts for a while, like, let's say Sub-Zero. I mean, Sub-Zero is good for everybody, so Sub-Zero can be an option. Frost, Cyrax can possibly combo into Net after this one, so yeah, it's possible. But yeah, that's basically it for Reptile. I just finished with the Fatal Blow. It's overhead, so that's really good. So yeah, you can just do this. Comboing into it is very easy, like because of the force balls. Let me just try to get this combo I wanna get. So yeah, that's Reptile. His damage is very good. Like, especially considering he does everything meterless. So getting 40% on pretty much everything meterless is very, very good. Only thing I dislike about this character is just, I wish he had more ways to spend meter, because his meter usage is very limited. Like, the only times you use your meter is like, if you wanna keep yourself safe, like let's say at the end of this thing. Or if you want to armor wake up. The invisibility especially, I still can't understand what it does, honestly, but... Yeah, I don't understand what this thing does. If anybody knows what the amplified version does different from the normal one, I'd love if you could tell me, but... Yeah, that's pretty much it for Reptile. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.